Hey everybody! So this is going to be my 2021 recap video where I share with you all the things that I got done stitching wise in 2021. On my FlossTube number 80, I said that I thought I had around 35 finishes. I actually had 56 finishes last year. A lot of those were smalls, but quite a few of them weren't. So the way I'm planning to do this is I'm not going to do them like in chronological order or anything like that. What I'm going to do is do them sort of in categories, mainly because like I have where I have all of my decorating stuff, I have it organized according to seasons. And so, I do put my cross stitch pieces in the appropriate seasonal container. And so it'd just be easier for me to grab all the winter stuff, summer and so on. And so I am going to start with winter, which, basically starts like after Christmas and goes through January till I start Valentine's Day decorating. And some of that will kind of cross over. Valentine is part of the winter season, and I'll probably keep some of my snowmen out for Valentine's Day as well. But anyway, that's how I'm planning on doing this. You didn't need to know all of that. But I'm going to go start gathering up my winter stuff, and then I'll be back and show you what I got done. Okay, I'm back with my winter finishes. I did have one piece that's sort of uncategorized because it was a commissioned piece. I don't know if I have a picture of it. If I do, I will include that here. But it was a little baby birth sampler that I did for a client, and so I finished that at the beginning of 2021. So I finished these three little calendar pieces that were from Cross Stitcher magazine. And so I did this one, of course, first. And the way I have these on, I have them like on a little board that sits on an easel. And after I made this one, I realized that I didn't really have a way to attach the ribbon, to the top of it. And so after this month, I decided to start doing them the background a little bit longer. I was going to redo this one, and then when I pulled it out today, I just said, I'm just going to hot glue the ribbon to the bottom. It's fine. So these are all on 14 count French lace Aida, using my own choices of colors. And you just saw this recently, but I did finish my my chock full snowy jar on 14 count chalkboard black Aida. I'm not going to show charts on any of these, but I will try to tell you where they're from. So that one is from Hands On Design. And then I also finished Fat Quarter Shop Stitches from the Heart. This is their Patchwork Seasons series. I haven't done any of the other ones. They do have some other really cute ones, but this is a lot of stitching. So I actually did this in silk. These are paint box silks. I think their pattern was like pinks and reds, and I did mine pinks and purples. And then my other winter finish is something I did not long ago. And this is Cabin in the Woods. And this is a magazine piece from Just Cross Stitch. I'll look it up and I'll put text across the bottom, let you know where it's from. So that's my winter stuff. I may have to do this over several different days. I may have time to do one more section. But if not, then I'll see you tomorrow with more. Okay, so now we're going to move on to spring items. So these are the 2 calendars, March and April. I think these are so cute. And I love having like a little monthly stitch that you can, you know, display for every month. And it makes a little cute little, not a cute, but a small little quick finish. I also finished Bloom Topia. This was Fat Quarter Shop's Make-A-Wish fundraiser from 2020. I got that finished in 2021. So pretty. This is a 14 count light seafoam Aida. And I used the most of the called for DMCs. I did substitute the lighter blue that was called for. It had like a darker blue and then a lighter blue. The light blue really blended in with the background, so I changed it out for this sort of mid-lavender color. Let's see. So this is a little freebie from Shannon Christine Designs, Easter truck. And so I did that on that same light seafoam Aida. I bought these little wood pieces at Hobby Lobby and just ink painted them and filled the frame with a little polka dot fabric that I had. Painted the frame. The paint job's not the best, but it's okay. And then I had this ribbon and this little Easter egg in my stash. I was real happy with the way that came out. And then the other spring Easter one that I finished was Brenda Gervais from her Jelly Bean Jubilee. This is Jelly Bean Delivery. That's the only one that I've gotten done from this little booklet so far. And this is a 32 count Murano from Hobby Lobby. It's called Fleur. So that's my spring/Easter finishes. So let me gather up the next ones and I'll be back. Okay, so now we're going to move on to summer. Summer kind of gets a little muddy or a little complicated. I have it broken down into like early summer and late summer. So early summer, like from May, probably to like the 4th of July is going to be like botanicals, flowers, of course, that kind of thing, kind of transition from spring into that early summer period. And then July, of course, some patriotic, and then the late summer is more like sunflowers, that type of vibe. So here's the calendars, first of all. I do want to do bees also during summer. June. July. That's so cute. And then August, I do want to incorporate some like beachy type things for, you know, August, early September type of thing. This piece, I really kind of don't know where to put it. I kind of, at first, you know, with the colors, it sort of said winter to me, but I think I'm going to stick this somewhere in summer, probably the later, mid to later part of summer, or maybe whole summer, I'm not sure. But this is Fat Quarter Shop's Serendipity, which was their fundraiser for Make-A-Wish in 2021. And I did it on a 14 count Navy Ada with the Call for DMC flosses, 2 strands. So these Make-A-Wish patterns, they are always free. They just request you make a donation. I mean, they suggest a $15 donation to Make-A-Wish, but you can give whatever you want it to give. And they do have a link on their website that goes directly to that organization. I also did finish this piece from Fat Quarter Shop. I think this was their Mania stitch along last year or the year before. Let's see, the year before, it was 2020. And this is Feels Like Home. It's so cute. And I did it on an antique white Monaco with most of the call for colors. They were overdyed flosses. I did do the house a little bit different, like all parts of the house. The face of the house was gray, and I thought that was just a lot of gray, and so I broke it up with some of the, I believe this is Caribbean Waters. So this is one of the pieces that I need to FFO for this year. I also finished the Chock full bloom jar. This is hands-on design. There was a whole series of these. I made 2 of them for my daughters. I want to remake those for me. And then I still have the Liberty one to start. And I still have hip hop that I'm working on. And let's see, I don't really have any, I didn't grab my September calendar, but I'll grab that in a second. I don't really have any patriotic pieces at this point, but I did for September 11th do this freebie from the Drawn Thread, just to commemorate last year's anniversary of that date. I stitched this and FFO'd it on September 11th last year. This little pin, we did these years and years and years ago when my girls were being homeschooled. We had a little, it was sort of like Girl Scouts, but it was more, it was called Keepers at Home. You worked on badges, and that was one of the badges that we did. We made these little flag pins from beads and safety pins. And I've just had it sitting in my vanity, so I figured it was something that would be cute to put on that. And that's on a, I don't remember if it's 25 count Cloud or if it's just a 28 count Monaco. I'll do the September calendar in the next little section, even though I have it in my late summer on my list, but for some reason I didn't grab it out of the container. But I'll come back with my fall things and include that in with the fall things. I do think that I'm going to have to stop for today, though, and so I will I'll film some more tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm back. We're going to do the rest of this video with me off camera. Today is Thursday, January the 19th, 20th. And since I filmed last, I did sort of start feeling worse. I had to get a different antibiotic, and yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm just not ready to get on camera. So we're going to continue with the 2021 recap, and these are my fall pieces. These little calendar pieces are from Cross Stitcher magazine, the January 2021 issue. And then I also finished Patchwork Autumn from Jardin Privé. And that's on a 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. And then I also did Jan Hicks Thankful and got that fully finished this year, or last year. I want to say this is a 25 count Cloud Lugana from Lori Holt. And I did use Jan's called for Cosmo flosses. So those are my fall finishes, and I'm going to come back in a minute with Christmas finishes. And of course, I did forget one from for fall. This is the small from the Chockful series, the Boo Jar. This is one that I did the larger piece and gave to one of my daughters for Christmas a few years ago, and so I do want to stitch the larger piece for myself. When I stitch it, I probably won't do the little jack-o'-lantern faces, just do pumpkins. But this is the small, and I did get that finished. Okay, so here's some of my Christmas pieces. This is Quaker de Noël from Jardin Privé. I did this on a 14 count opalescent Aida with some classic colorworks. The darker color is Razzleberry, and I'm sorry, I don't remember what the greens are. It didn't call for greens, but I did the words in a light green and then that one tree in the darker green, just to help it stand out. I love this piece. I haven't found anything to finish it on, so I haven't been able to display it this year, but hopefully I'll find something and get to finish it before next Christmas. So this piece right here is a magazine piece that I did. I actually started it in December of 2020, and I was going to gift it to someone who was living in a camper at that time. And then my husband and I got COVID, and so I put it away and finished it in 2021. But now the person that I was going to give this to no longer lives in a camper, so I don't know what I'll do with it. I might FFO it and sell it, or see if anybody would like it. So this is not really, I mean, it's not a Christmas piece, but it is a piece that I'm doing for my older grandson for an ornament for him. And I don't know what year, but I'll give it to him for Christmas one year for his tree. And then this is another piece that I did for him for an ornament. So I also had 3 ornaments that I finished for my grandsons this past year. I gifted them on Christmas Day, so I'll insert a picture of all 3 of them here. And this piece right here is, this was Pine Needles Christmas boxes sale from 2020, and I didn't finish it until 2021, but it's done on a, it's supposed to be a 36 count, I think it's called Santa's Cocoa from Dames of the Needle on Etsy, but it's quite smaller than 36. I would say it's more like a 42 count. So I had to hoop it, and it, you know, was not easy to stitch, but I think it came up real cute. And it's tiny, it's like 4 by 4. And then my big finish was my FFO of the Chockful Mary Jar. So I'm very happy with the way that came out. So that's all my just regular Christmas pieces. I'm going to gather up my Shabby Advent calendar pieces that I finished this year, and then I'll come back and do a video of that. Okay, so these are the days that I finished from Shabby Advent calendar. Basically, I got days 14 to number 1 done in 2021. I think these pieces are just so cute. I love them. I loved putting them out this year and seeing what every day, you know, had on it. These are done on an 18 count natural star fabric from Hobby Lobby. I also forgot to grab this a while ago, but this is another ornament that I did for my grandsons. Basically, the magazine monthly challenge pieces for last year, I would just choose a bunch of ornaments just to get a good head start on doing one for them every year. And some years I may give them more than one. I think this one is so pretty. It's on a 28 count wood shelt linen and white chocolate. Okay, so these two, this one is definitely in the Prim category. And this is from Scattered Seed Samplers, Little Messenger Handwork Club from 2021. I believe she started releasing the individual patterns in her Etsy. This was the very first one. And it's on 36 count vintage country mocha linen with the call for DMCs. So I have everything to finish this. I don't know why I haven't FFO'd it, but anyway, some of these, it's like I don't know whether to put them in, like I probably should just go ahead and put this one in spring, and only put the ones that don't fit into a season in Prim. I don't know. And then this one right here, I wasn't really sure where to stick it. But I've just decided I'm going to stick each individual bird pattern from this Prairie Schooler Prairie Birds in the season that they go in. So this is another one that I will put in summer. This is the little Hummingbird one. I stitched this on a 14 count Aida that I hand dyed. And this is my first Prairie Schooler. So the only things that I had done in last year for sampler category were these pages for Erica Michaels' sampler book. These are all done on 28 count Monaco that I either left white or hand dyed. And I don't have them in any order, but I don't have the stitch names on all of them yet, but I do plan to put the stitch names down at the bottom of each piece. I kind of started doing that in the kind of the middle of doing them, so I haven't gone back and caught up all the ones yet. I love stitching on these each month. I love picking the colors and learn the specialty stitches. So that's all that I have done for sampler category. Okay, so I guess this is one that could have gone in the Prim category because it is called Prim and Proper. But I don't know, I guess maybe because I did it on black, it just doesn't say Prim to me. But this is Lori Holt's Prim and Proper. I did stitch it on a 14 count chalkboard black Aida. Just a piece that I had left over from the Chalk Full Club. And I finished it on this little piece from Hobby Lobby. And then also, this was a Fat Quarter Shop fundraiser last year for Black History Month, the Stronger Together. And that's on a piece of 28 count even weave that I hand dyed. Kind of adapted the pattern a little bit. They sort of had the words in a separate pattern and then the design in a separate pattern. So I wanted to put them together. I'm still looking for a piece to finish that on as well. And this is a stitching book club piece, Little Women. I love stitching this, it's so pretty. And this is a 28 count even weave. Probably Monaco Antique White. And then last year I joined in with Candy, the 614 Stitcher, on mental health sale in the month of May. And I did this magazine piece that's by Emma Congdon. And then this is another magazine piece, Home Sweet Home. It's on a 36 count platinum linen, I think. I love it. I love birds and I love anything shabby chic looking, and this definitely fits the bill. So that is going to do it for my 2021 recap video. I hope you all liked seeing what all I got done in 2021. I think I got a good bit done. Of course, I wished everything was FFO'd already, but, you know, it's just the way it goes. So I'm going to sign off and get this uploaded, and I don't know when my regular FlossTube will go up, because I haven't finished filming it, but I'll see you guys when I see you, and I appreciate every one of you. Thanks. Bye. Okay, there were a few pieces that got left out. This one, I don't know why. I didn't even put it on in my little spreadsheet that I have of my cross-stitch whips. Or if it's on there, I didn't put the finish date, so it didn't show up in my filter. But this is Stitching Book Club Sense and Sensibility. And that's on a piece of 28 count even weave that I hand dyed, and I used the Call for DMC flosses. So this didn't get included because I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do my record keeping. So this is Blackbird Designs, the Christmas stockings that are in Home for the Holidays book. And it's on a piece of 32 count hand-dyed linen that I did. And so that's the first one. And then I'll have to flip it over to show you the second one that I got done. Okay. So there's the second one. So with these things that are like, have like multiples in them, even if I'm doing them individually, I'm counting them like all together. And so basically I don't consider it done until all of them are done, but I think I need to tweak that. I think I need to just start listing them individually and marking them done when they're done. But anyway, there's 3 more things that I finished last year. Bye, guys.